Hi, my name's April. This video is going to focus on how I took a very old blog post, one from 2012 in fact, and redesigned it so that I could increase my email subscribers. Now this blog post originally had 2 PDF documents that the viewer could download without giving me anything. And so what I wanted to do was take a ConvertKit form, embed the digital download into that, kind of spiffy it up a little bit but not too much, and then put it back on the WordPress website. So I'll take you through that step by step, including showing you the original design, how I made a few modifications using Canva, including creating a new image, how I created the form in ConvertKit and set it up so that when a visitor subscribes to my email list using that form, they'll be automatically sent the digital download, and then how I embedded that on my website. Not everything goes smoothly, but hey, that's real life, right? Stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. Today I want to walk you guys through how I would revamp this horse medication log that I have on my website. This one says it was uploaded 3 years ago, but it was actually created in 2012. Let me show you what it does. It basically offers a free download. This is a medication log cover for horses, and then a medication log. And you can see that I created this in Word and Excel, the cover in Word and the other one in Excel. So I want to get rid of these 2 free downloads and instead convert that to an opt-in where they have to give me their email address in order to download these forms. That way I can later use the email addresses I receive to remarket to them at a later date. So go ahead and go to Canva, and in Canva I've created a cover for this, and this is actually an edited version of the cover where I've added free download because I'm going to use this image as well for the main image on the blog post. But I've created a 2-page document in Canva, 8.5 by 11 landscape format. All of the images are free, the horse image as well as the briefcase image. I've also created instructions, and it's just some basic information for the people. And so what I'll do is I exported those to PDF, and then I combined this file, exported to PDF, with the other 2 files to give the finished product. So let me show you that here. So here you can see the finished product. Like I mentioned, I didn't have the free download on the product because they've already downloaded it. They know the download was free. I didn't need to tell them that again. And then I have my free elements, and then I have my instructions, and then the original documents that you saw. I didn't change anything about those. They still have the original 2012 copyright. I just left it. The forms themselves are fine, and I may redo it later, but if I do that, then I'll think about maybe offering a paid product or something like that. So go ahead and close out of here, and we're going to open ConvertKit, where I want to go ahead and create a new form. So I want to make sure I'm under Forms, and then create a new form. And the form I like to use is the inline, and I like to use the full one. So go ahead and click on that. Then I'll start editing the text. So in this case, I want them to download the free horse medication log. Then I remove the first name because I don't really ask for that, and I feel like the fewer things that you ask for in an email sign up, the better. And then I want to change the text instead of subscribe to say yes please. And then here I'm not quite sure what I want to put for the text, so let me go to my existing web page and see what I have there. I already have one of these forms on another blog post, and I want to kind of keep things in line or similar, and so it's just easier if I go in here and do it. So I'll go ahead and paste that in there and then just change the text so that it reflects this form that they're actually downloading, not the one that was on the other page. And then I do like to have everything centered, so I'll do that. I'll change that by going into the custom CSS. I haven't found an easier way to do this in ConvertKit. So I'm just going to say text align equals center. There we go. Everything's centered up nicely. Next thing I want to do is go ahead and add this image. I don't actually have the image downloaded, so I'm going to go back to Canva and click download, but I just want page 1. Make sure it's set to PNG and then click download. So this will download just that first image, which is great. And I'm going to see where it went. Copy the path. And then I'll go back over into ConvertKit, select the image, and then I can easily find that path again by pasting it in there and select the correct image. Once that's uploaded, it'll give me a preview. I want to see how that looks, and that's actually perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So I do want to change my button text to be a little bit more pink to match the color of the image that I have for this opt-in. So I'll go ahead and do that very quickly. The other thing I like to do is on that left-hand side, I'm having a bit of a trouble finding it here, but the left-hand side, I like to increase the color of that a little bit more, just so that the opt-in stands out. My website background is white, and so it'll blend in too much if I leave it the color that's default by ConvertKit. I'm not quite sure if I wanted to do a blue or pink here, but I eventually settle on just go ahead and doing a blue. I thought the pink was way too much pink, and the blue kind of played off the sky in the background of my image. So once that's done, I want to go ahead and make sure that these two checkboxes are checked and that it's going to result in a download and not a redirect. So I'll select my download, and then I want to edit the email contents. So I want to edit the subject line as well as the body to match the opt-in that I'm giving my website visitors. In order to download this, they're going to have to open the email and click on the button. Now in this case, I want it to send from my helpful horse hints email, so I changed that. Then I'm going to go ahead and edit the text as well. I have it set to automatically confirm, so I don't need them to click to confirm, but I do want them to click to download. And this is because ConvertKit will tell me how many people actually clicked versus subscribed. So it'll separate those two numbers, subscribes versus clicked, which is what I really like. And then here I'm going to finish off with a question. On all my opt-in forms, I like to try to ask my website visitors about what they'd like to see next, what they'd like to see from me, what kind of things they're interested in, because that helps me develop additional content for them that really suits their needs. So I'll go ahead and change that here, and we're all done. So this looks pretty good. Preview looks good. I'll go ahead and click save. And now I'm ready to embed this on my website. So go back to the website and we can see that it's still basic. So I'll click on the edit post button. And keep in mind your backend's going to look a little bit different. I've got my theme on there, which is a little complex. You'll probably have an easier theme. But I'm going to find the links that I no longer want on the website, remove them. Now my ConvertKit plugin, I have a space where I can choose the form, and it's actually not showing up here. So what I'll do is I'll go back to ConvertKit and just make sure that it's named something that I'll recognize. Save again, and that name, that horse medication log, is only visible to you, but it shows up in your WordPress integration so that it's easy to make sure you have the right form. So I'm still not seeing it. I'm going to click update here. And I actually struggled with this for a few minutes. It didn't want to update, and I eventually had to go into the ConvertKit settings and resave them in order for it to show. So I'll show you that here now. So after struggling with it for a bit and not finding it, I go ahead and go to my ConvertKit settings. And then I just hit Save Changes. And that did the trick for me. So I'll go back into the form. I'll do a hard refresh, which is just Control F5. And now I can see that my form's going to go ahead and be in this drop down, which is where I needed it. Perfect. And I want to go ahead and update my image. I want my feature image to be the same image that's in the opt-in. So I'll upload that. And then one of the things I like to do for SEO, it's really good if you have your alt tags and your descriptions set and your title tags. So I do that as soon as I upload any image. I find that if you do it right when you upload the image, then it's done and you don't have to worry about it again. So I just go ahead and type in a description for that I think is good SEO wise, and then I'll paste it in the other fields. And then set that as my featured image. Perfect. My plugin does have a couple other things in here for social shares, so I'll go ahead and fill those in real quick. And again, I'm just copy and pasting, typing in some good social media titles, social media descriptions, so that if they share using the plugin that I have, then it'll upload. It'll upload or post to their Facebook, whatever the social media is, with the tags and the descriptions that I want people to see. I'll grab this description, just copy and paste that down below. Do the same thing for Pinterest. Now typically I do like to create Pinterest images, and I'll cover that in a different video. I like to create 2 vertical images per post, and this post doesn't have any vertical images, so I definitely need to do that. Pinterest gives me 99.97% of my traffic. So that is a huge amount of traffic that I receive from Pinterest. So I haven't even gone back and optimized all of my old posts yet. So it's crazy to me the amount of traffic that I get from Pinterest with all of my posts not being optimized. I can only imagine the amount of traffic that I would get if I did. So that is in my to-do list to get things going. I'll go ahead and save that, and then we'll check it here to make sure that everything looks good. Let this load, it takes a bit. Okay, perfect. I got my nice image. I still have my old legacy image. That's okay. I didn't change the description for now. We'll just leave it. So the only thing I don't like here about this opt-in form is that the box is still a little bit too light for me, where it says your email address. So I'll go into ConvertKit and just edit the form. And that's one of the great things about the ConvertKit integration, is that you can just edit it on the fly and it'll update wherever you have that form. So if I had this same form on 5 different websites, it would update all of them, any website that used that form. So I'll just pick a nice pink to match, hit save, and then we'll refresh so that we can see that change. Perfect. And I think that just calls a little bit more attention out to the opt-in, so that people will be able to see where they need to enter their email address to download, to get the free download. So that's pretty much the end of this video. This is how I set up the opt-in for an old post of mine. If you like this video, please subscribe and visit my blog lifecontrolled.com to see how I market my other blogs. Thanks so much. Hey guys, so that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please be sure to subscribe and visit me on my blog about blogging at www.lifecontrolled.com. Thanks so much.